end of the day, it's I give you something that you really want, and you give me something that I really want. We want the contact information. So what is the value that we're going to give them to get that contact info? For example, I'm going to take your example. I go shoot a video with my phone. I don't have paid ads. And I'm going to say, hey, listen, here's the update on the interest rates. Now, you're right. The audience ideally watching this is going, oh, I'm curious because maybe I'm not buying right now because of the way the interest rates are. So what if I found something like, take this quiz to get an idea on what your mortgage would be based on current interest rates, or what, things like that. They go through the whole quiz, and in order to get the results, they have to put their email, phone number, maybe without their phone number, just their email, their first name, last name, right? Things like that. Now you're gathering their data by them taking a quiz from Valley. Does this make sense?
That's a good one.
Or, for example, what was the first one that you said?
Home tours.
Home tours. So I'm trying to think, like, you could put something together, download this free buyer's checklist. So they click on it, they're interested, right? Or understand how, let's see how much you can get qualified for today. A pre-qualification. Go to any lender's website. Take that, right? And first they got to give you the first name, last name, whatever, to get the results, or they click on that to be taken to any lender's website. It doesn't even matter.
White label a landing page.
That's it. And if you want to learn how to do that, reach out to one of us or go to our website. I'm sure you'll be able to find some stuff there. But ideally,
it'll only cost you $399.
Only $500. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. First, you're gonna have to give us the contact info. No, but ideally, I'm just trying to throw that in there because for a lot of people, for the organic way, I would add some value in there. And is everybody going to click on it? No. They're watching the video the same way they were before without the value. You're just not giving yourself the opportunity to collect some info.
This is a lot of that they use in online advertising,
right?
In paid ads. Now, I would say that a lot of content that we're talking about, you can do home tours, you can do informational videos, top 10 reasons to move here, yada, yada, yada. You can do whole breakdowns on YouTube, the content that you post on there. You can be on Facebook groups,
yep,
and start farming and just providing value to a neighborhood and become that neighborhood's go-to realtor. That's how you start farming. It's a lot of marketing goes into it. And then it comes into a prospecting/marketing mix that make it super powerful. Another thing that you can use for marketing that I think a lot of people know, but not a lot of people have, is your listings.
Yeah.
I know you have done plenty of listings. How do you market your listings? How do you use that to your advantage?
Well, so again, it's a lot of organic stuff. I don't really put a whole lot of money into ads. Sometimes I do, just depends. But for the most part, I don't. I think what's really key, and this is something I talk about all the time, is the quality of the content for the homes, right? So
what do you mean by that?
So, obviously any realtor who's had listings understands the importance of the MLS, right? And so you get, I think it's like up to 50 photos or 30 photos, something like that. And so first of all, I think that it's key that the quality of the photos that you're getting in the home are key. The first photo of the MLS is key. There's little things that a lot of agents miss that are key, right? A lot of new agents on their first or second listing, they don't know how to effectively market a listing because they don't know what buyers are typically looking for, right? And that's where it becomes an issue. And so what I think a lot of people miss out on is, one, they don't know, right? So it's a matter of education and really knowing of what buyers are looking for. And number two, it's like, who do I connect with to do this? So first of all, I outsource it all, right? So I actually pay a team that I 100% trust, and I'd recommend any agent. They're not crazy expensive, but they do incredible work, and they're amazing. And I'm sure I'll talk about them in a later episode. But ideally, I mean, I outsource it. You don't want to see my photos. My photos are going to be on an iPhone. Nobody wants to buy a house.
How does this help you get leads?
So again, ideally, first of all, I have them. Starts off with quality content. That's where I was at. It starts off with quality content. From there, I use that on social media. Sometimes I will invest money into ads with that. I'll hold open houses, things like that. I'll bring people to it. Again, I am very careful on the type of photos that I post, right? So I may get 30 to 50 photos back on a house, but I may only present 12 of the best ones, 15 of the best ones, to get them to let those be enough for them to, like, you don't want to give away the whole thing. It's like a trailer. Does that make sense? So it's like you don't want to give away the whole movie. You're driving people to come watch the movie, come pay to watch the movie. And so ideally, that's the same tactic we would take.
Because what's the most important thing? Showing.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So how do you get people in the door? You leave out a key room.
Absolutely.
They're like, oh, but I want to see the master bedroom, but I didn't see it in the photos.
Right.
It didn't quite give me everything. Because if they don't like the color of the rug in the corner of the room because it's round, You're gonna be like, oh no, I don't want it because they're
Right.
picky online. But once they're inside, it may be the exact same rug in the exact same corner, but they're gonna be in the kitchen and they're gonna smell the home. They're
Right.
gonna say,
And
I
listings
got
are
actual
incredible because
cookies.
right. And listings are incredible because ideally, I mean, people come to the open house and they don't end up liking the house that they see. Well, if they don't have an agent, what do? I mean, you're like, hey, listen, I have some other properties that are very similar. I'll show you. And now you take that client, they become your client. Now you're making money off of them, right? So there's a lot of ways to do organic marketing. You could even take that stuff and you could put it on Facebook Marketplace. That's another way of organic marketing. But like I said, I think at the end of the day, we can talk about different ways to use the content. I think it's just important. There's one thing that I can state: it's quality, 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 quality. If I look at one house and the other, they can be completely different houses and I see one shot with an iPhone and one shot with a quality camera, right? By like a camera team, I'm already invested in the house with quality, versus the one that looks like it was shot by the owner itself and just. um. So yeah, what about you?
Well, yeah, I mean, I agree with all of that. Surprisingly, I normally don't agree with you on most things.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Um, I look at your results, I look at my results, and mine are obviously so much better.
You're right. You're very right.
So I don't like to listen to other people. Of course, I don't have a growth mindset.
Clearly.
That's why I don't like TikTok. But okay, I mean, regardless, I think ultimately social media is insane for your business. However, you can't just do social media. A lot of people, I remember when I was first hopping into the business, the first thing I did was walk around asking everyone, what do you do for business?
Yeah.
What do you do for prospecting? What do you do to get clients? And what I found, especially with newer realtors, and even some that have been in the game for a year, oh, I just do social media. Oh, I'm gonna start doing social media. Like anything else? No. Like anything else at all? No. So what are you gonna do on social media? Oh, just do videos. I think everyone wants to be the celebrity agent.
Of
Everyone
course.
doesn't do this. Thing about marketing is it is great, but it takes time. And if you're hopping into the business, the reason why 87% of people jump out the first year, especially now, I'm surprised it's not higher, is because people are jumping in thinking that they're going to become some celebrity off of social media. Mind you, a lot of these celebrities, and this is not all of them, I'm just saying a lot of them, a lot of these celebrities that have a lot of followers don't close any deals off of them. They just look like they do. It's all about presentation, and they get the dopamine of the likes and the views and the comments and the followers. And they're like, yeah, this is more important than money. Well, you know what? We have different priorities.
Well, see, and if I can cut it, I'm going to make a.
But prospecting too.
I'm going to go against it just a little bit.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I think in a way, I'm not saying, fake it, but at the same time, I think the celebrity status is almost a better way to approach it.
Really?
Because I want you to think about the opposite.
Okay.
What's the opposite of that? The opposite is people going and building flyers and posting it.
No, okay.
And putting captions and saying this.
MSN.
If you're ever looking to buy or sell, call me. That's the opposite. Who wants that? Listen, if I went to your social media page and I see, a flyer that talks about interest rates or a flyer that's just like, I don't even know, just a flyer. And then it says, call me if you're ever looking to buy or sell. You're literally not competing with anybody. But here's the deal. If I go to an open house and let's just say I don't even have clients. Let's say I'm a brand new agent, never had any deals, but I'm at an open house and I decide I'm going to invest even a little bit of money, maybe get a sponsor partner, right? A lender, a title company, say, hey, can you give me some money? Or basically, can you come and can you provide like some snacks, whatever, an ice cream truck? Let's just go with that. Let's say an ice cream truck. You bring an ice cream truck to your open house. I'm going extra crazy here, okay? You're a brand new agent. You never close any deals. This is your first open house. You bring an ice cream truck. You market it for 2 weeks. Hey, a week. We're going to have an ice cream truck. Families come. They line up for the ice cream truck. They don't even care about the house. Okay? But you have a sign and you're like, open house with ice cream. Who cares? Whatever it is, right? And what you do is you go and you take a picture and you're like, woohoo, next one, woohoo. The next family comes in, woohoo. And you're posting stuff like that. That is selling a story, right? People are like, oh, I want that. What I love so much about the celebrity agents, even though they're not celebrity, they look like celebrities. Let me ask you a question. What is a celebrity agent?
Just a lot of followers.
Right. Why do they have followers?
I would say
because people are following their journey. They're in love with it. If I went to a closing, okay, if I went on your social media and I went on somebody else's, both of you guys could have the same amount of closings. Both of you guys could be the same agent, the best agent, but all you post is flyers. You okay over there? All you post is flyers. That agent's posting at the closing table, popping champagne, going, I loved working with this family.
And
if I'm the person selecting the
I
agent,
don't disagree.
No, I'm not saying you disagree. I'm just letting these people know that there's a difference, right? So if I go and I look at the difference, and I just had to make an assumption of which agent I think I would like better, even if they were the same agent, I just didn't know. Who do you think I'd pick?
Oh, of course,
The one with the champagne, because people are buying the experience.
100%.
And that's what I think is key to show, is that marketing isn't just about posting, but it's posting an experience. It's showing people what they're going to get. It's getting people to buy into that idea, because that is ultimately what you're selling. You're not selling the house. You're selling the experience that comes
100%.
purchasing the home.
No, and I agree completely. And I think either one, you misrepresent, like you kind of misinterpreted what I said, or two, I just conveyed it wrong. It's probably the former. You probably just misinterpreted.
Oh, it's always my fault. You're right.
Yeah, it's never mind. But real quick, I mean, just to wrap that all up, basically what I got from that is Anthony believes that if you post flyers, you're stupid. If you post flyers, you should quit. From Anthony, it's literally quotation marks.
Take it. Yep. Sure.
So Anthony believes that if you're an agent posting flyers, that you're a dummy, and I don't believe that. Okay, I think you guys are doing great. He hates y'all. I don't know why. But regardless, what I was trying to say is that people jump into the business thinking that they're going to start marketing and they're going to start closing deals just as fast as these celebrity agents. They think they're closing a lot of deals. I'm not hating on them. I don't think that it's bad to start social media. But what I'm saying is you should start social media. However, it should not be, like most of these people's methods, should not be the only method you use.
Right.
You need to be hunting with a spear.
Absolutely.
You can't just set up a bunch of traps and immediately expect them all to work. You have
And
to
if you want to know why,
traps.
go take a look at our other episode where we specifically talk about prospecting, because we explain why that's the case, the difference between marketing and prospecting, and why marketing is a great tool it's actually the best tool to use to stay in touch with the people you've already built relationships with.
Yes.
Prospecting.
Check that episode out. It was a great episode. About it. Just about all of it was great except for all the parts he talked.
Nope, actually, it's the other way around. We had to cut your segments out because
regardless, this dude was wild. I was falling asleep. I was like, oh my can't do this.
No.
But anyways,
I keep going.
Yeah, be quiet.
Trash. Go ahead.
Regardless, I think that everyone right now, if you have not started social media, or you want to start social media and you're just sitting on the edge, I'm going to one day, next Monday. I don't know. Look at me rhyme. I'm Buster Rhymes over here. Start it. Okay. I want to give you a challenge. We want to give you a challenge to level up your business. And that's for the next week. It's December, guys. Don't wait till New Year, New Me. We start now. Okay. So you're going to come out and you're going to post for the next week straight. And all you have to do is post home tours or informational videos. No flyers. You post flyers, you're canceled. You pay us if you post flyers.
I'm in for that.
Okay. But what we're going to do is if you post every day for the next week and you use hashtag #WeAreLevelUp, you will be selecting one winner to win a top secret prize. So if you can do that and you tag us every single day for a week, we'll hit you with a prize. And it's great. Ask Anthony. He knows all about it.
Anyway, that concludes our podcast for today. But we're so excited that you guys watched this. Hopefully you got some good value. There's a lot of things we need to cover. I think we should take an episode to talk about something I wish we would have talked about a little more today, which was those in fear of getting in front of the camera, which I think that's going to be a whole episode on its own, because there's so many things. That is mindset, and that's a big, big deal. So keep an eye out for that episode coming out, I'm sure, very, very soon. But in the meantime, level up.